Jennifer Trahan joins me now from New York. She's a clinical professor at NYU's Center for Global Affairs. Jennifer, good to have you on the show. With you, I'd like to talk to you about sort of what sort of consequences the West can actually implement on Vladimir Putin is likely to face. I mean, we know that the International Criminal Court is investigating. What exactly are they looking into?
Well, I would assume they would be looking at allegations of war crimes. So we've had very disturbing reports of civilians being targeted, civilian objects appearing to being targeted. They're certainly hit. Reports of cluster munitions use, including hitting a nursery and a kindergarten. It appears to be targeting of civilians attempting to flee areas. All of these are potential war crimes, hospitals being hit. I would think the prosecutor would be looking, or the ICC staff will be looking at these kinds of, any kind of instances where it appears that civilians are being targeted, civilian objects are being hit, or indiscriminate weapon use, that is not differentiating between civilian and military targets, or excessive use of force in terms of the military target.
Jennifer, but this court can't actually charge the Russian president with crime of aggression, can they?
They can't charge the crime of aggression. There's no jurisdiction over states that are not parties to the International Criminal Court statute, but there are possibilities for crime of aggression prosecutions. One of them being explored is the General Assembly recommending a tribunal to be negotiated by Ukraine and the UN. And we have precedent in terms of the Sierra Leone Special Court and the Cambodia Tribunal. So we have established precedent. This could be done. And I think it could be done in fairly short order. So that is one of the proposals that is being floated.
Jennifer, talk to us about how important the fact that the International Criminal Court has actually opened up an investigation in this case.
I think it's very important. It's not only the court getting on the ground, but conveying the message that the court is there. It received resounding endorsement when 39 states referred the situation to the court. So in the past, one state has referred, and once we had 5 states refer. So this is really an outpouring of support by the international community. And it conveys the message the court is there. Now, what you would like to see is it changing behavior, deterring people on the ground. And it's unclear if it's doing that. That's what we would like to be seeing. But it's very important to convey that accountability is coming.
How is it exactly going to work? I mean, is it going to be sort of like for each person killed, is there going to be one case open for that?
I don't think so. I think the court would tend to focus on kind of the graver crime scenes. I mean, it could focus on that, but it has a quote gravity threshold, and given limited resources, I think it'll look at the most glaring situations, including cluster munition use and widespread targeting of civilians, and potentially patterns of this kind of conduct of civilians being hit while fleeing.
All right, NYU's Jennifer Trahan, thank you very much for joining us here on TRT World. I do appreciate the analysis.
My pleasure. Thank you.